Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Shiba Inu, a bit about the financial market, the current situation, and how I look at things. Before we get into the video, just a quick disclaimer here. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I pretend to be. I will not give anybody any advice on what to do with their money and how to invest it. So anything I talk about in this video is not a suggestion to buy, hold, or sell. And most importantly, this is what I'm doing with my money, how I see the situation, and what I'm looking at for myself. This is just me making a video for entertainment purposes and obviously sharing it with my community. Now, also quite important here, and something that I wanted to bring up. Let me see if it's this one. This is for later. There we go. This is the one I wanted to bring up right here. If you see on any video of mine or anyone else's video, anything like this where someone says that they have this really amazing financial advisor where they've made them loads of money and then they basically can be contacted through WhatsApp and to give out a number and stuff like that, do not fall for it. This is a scam. Okay, this is quite important because if you put money in it, you're never going to see it back. You're definitely not going to get a profit on it. Okay, these guys are out for your money. Don't fall for it. This is my opinion. I do try my best here on the channel to keep these away. Sometimes they get through. I do get a lot of comments. So let's talk about the current situation. Actually, before we get into it, I just wanted to kind of break down how I'm going to be making this video. Shiba Inu is something I'm going to be discussing in this video. I'm also going to be discussing the financial market and of course a couple of things that have happened which I thought were interesting. It is a bit old news, but I found the development of it quite funny, and of course you can hear some fighter jets flying about in the background. They've been doing this for a couple of hours now. It's getting kind of frustrating. This is take number 4. 2 of them were caused by technical difficulties, but hey ho. Let's get into the situation. So what is the current situation with the financial market? We're going to talk about the whole financial market, both crypto side of it as well as with the stocks. Okay, so let's have a look at the whole crypto situation. So currently speaking, we have now, let's refresh this, we are seeing an increase of 3.07% in the market on the day. Not that brilliant, but we have seen a massive dip. So as you can see, Bitcoin right here down quite a bit right there. I think it got even worse at one point. Ethereum again down quite a bit, and of course my favorite, Shiba Inu, down quite a bit. It's now starting to rebound a little bit. I don't know where this is going. It may rebound back to where it's supposed to be, or it might just be a temporary rebound and we continue going down. Kind of difficult to gauge the situation due to current financial problems that are happening worldwide. There's a lot of things that are happening. Of course, I've also invested in Polygon, so I'm keeping an eye out on that. It's actually up quite a good amount here on the day, 12.92%. Happy with that. Again, if it goes down, I'm not worried. If all these cryptos go down together as a lump sum or as a group, I'm not bothered because it's going to rebound at some point. This is just a temporary phase. There's been a lot of negativity coming from the news, and I think the big whales, the big organizations that hold a lot of this cryptocurrency have decided to take advantage of it and dump their shares to cause a bit of a market crash, because you can see there's actually a pattern. We're not taking this into consideration. This is USD Tether, so it doesn't really change in value. It's just the equivalent of a US dollar in crypto form. So we're not taking that into consideration. But again, USD coin, again, same thing as that. But all of the other coins are doing the exact same thing. This situation that you see here in the crypto market is not just specific to the crypto market. If we zoom out and we look at stocks have gone down quite a bit. So long story short, there's blood in the streets, right? Am I worried? Personally speaking, not really. There's a couple of reasons for which I'm not worried. I have chosen to start off my portfolio, because I'm still at the start of it, right, by putting my money in reputable, reliable stocks. So I've got Tesla, I've got Nvidia, I've got Apple, stocks that I know are going to do good. So even if they go down, when they do rebound, they will be back up. This is, for me, my portfolio is a medium to long-term investment. To me, medium is 1 year to 5 years investment, and that's when I want to get my profit. And long-term is 5 to 10 years plus investment. Okay, so this is how I'm looking at it. I'm not doing any swing trading at the moment. I'm trying to put as much money in stocks that I think will do good over these time periods, as well as cryptocurrency. I'm going to be looking at picking up some other cryptos as well. I've already got a list of stuff, but right now for me, this is where I want to buy in. This is where I am going to buy in. I'm not just saying that. I'm going to be putting a bit of money because I don't know how long this will happen. I don't know if it's going to go further down. If it goes further down, I will continue to dollar cost average on the way down, because it ain't going to last forever. Crypto's not going away. It's here to stay, and when it rebounds, generally speaking, it tends to do better than it did before. So, you know, I'm going off Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's always done better. Its price, it's always gone up. So same thing applies to Ethereum. These are the two big cryptos. I'm quite bullish, to be fairly honest, on Ethereum, and I want to get as much as I can, because I can see Ethereum, personally speaking, hitting the same values or similar values as Bitcoin. Currently, the gas fees, and I can say that I've played around with a bit of Ethereum, they are ridiculous. They are really expensive. So when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, that is meant to reduce that. I think Ethereum is going to have a good run from that point forward. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to get myself as much Ethereum as I can possibly get. The same thing applies to Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has a bright future ahead of it from my perspective. Currently, it still has, yes, it does have less utility than Dogecoin. However, unlike Dogecoin, it is stepping away from the meme title, the meme community. It's going into a currency where it will actually gain power. Now, because now I'm going to talk about Shiba Inu, what's happened with it, where I think it's going. Okay, but first, before I actually get into it, there's something I want to show you. This is old news. It is around the whole Ask the Doctor situation. I've not seen anybody follow this up. I thought I would, because to me, this whole scenario was a bit frustrating when it happened, but also at the same time, the outcome of it I find a bit funny. So I'm just sharing that with you guys. So let me just find this whole thing, close all these up, and open up this right here. So if you guys know, with regards to Shiba Inu, Ask the Doctor decided to become a supporter of Shiba Inu and all that stuff. They were promising all these wonderful things here, and this is their tweet right here. So they said, you know, if the account reaches 50,000 followers and Instagram 50,000 followers, then they'll basically do all these wonderful things for Shiba Inu and help the community grow and all that wonderful stuff. This was, well, quite a while back. I don't have a date on this, but yeah, it was quite a while back. I think this was maybe November-ish. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when. It's irrelevant at this point in time. However, in December, just before Christmas, there we go. As you can see, let me just find the right one. So this one is one of the tweets that they came out with. Okay, so basically they were coming out with a video to show how to sell their SHIB on Binance and Kraken FX and use those funds to buy Floki. So basically what's happened is they decided they didn't want to associate themselves with Shiba Inu. They started hitting the Shiba army with their wonderful magical stick, and they got a lot of stick back for it. But we'll get to that point in a bit. These are some of the tweets that they put out. Of course, I kind of tried to screenshot them from where I could. Unfortunately, this was happening as I was at work, so I had to find sources where I could screenshot these so I can share them with you. You probably know these, but yeah, this is what they were talking about. You can see there's a lot of FUD that they were spreading. The one that's most interesting to me is this one right here. They were basically calling Shiba Inu a rug pull, comparing it to the Squid Game, which was clearly a rug pull. And funny enough is, I mean, as you can see from the left lower corner, this is off of Keenan Grace's video, so I had to use his screenshots to kind of showcase this. But then this happened. So when I tried to search for these tweets, I wasn't getting them, which is why I screenshotted them. There's a reason I'm bringing this up, because I then went on Trustpilot to see their reviews. I was curious as to what was happening. I was finding the whole scenario entertaining because all of their negativity was not affecting Shiba Inu whatsoever. It was actually going up. So, you know, that says a lot. But look at the amount of reviews that they'd gained in a very short period of time, and a lot of them were very bad. There were a lot of funny comments and reviews. I was just laughing at them. But this is what the situation was, okay? Now, let's go forward a bit to the present day, and let's check out their reviews on the same website. There we go. Ask the Doctor on Trustpilot. And if we go to the top, hold on, the review is still bad. And of course, 97% of them are bad. Excellent, 3%. Of course, if we read some of these comments, there we go, they're still being called scammers. It's fun to read these. I thought it was entertaining. I mean, the Shiba army hit them pretty bad. If they were relying on these reviews for business, I'm pretty sure, to me, if I was a customer, potential customer, coming to do business with them online, and I would check their reviews and read through all of these, I go, nah, mate, I'm going the other way. Feel free to pause the video. I'm not going to read them. There's a lot of bad stuff that have been written here. Most of it is funny. Some of it sounds serious. Difficult to tell which one is from the Shiba Inu community, but it's interesting. It's an interesting turn of events. That was just something I wanted to bring up with you guys and share it with you. I thought it was quite interesting. And we get another plane, because, my Lord, Jesus Christ, are we preparing for war or something? I've never heard so many jets in one day. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, this was just something I wanted to share with you. I thought it was kind of funny, to be honest. I liked the way it ended. Didn't really affect the Shiba Inu community, to be honest. And they got a lot of negative feedback and lashback and whatever you want to call it from the Shiba Inu community. So yeah, I don't think they'll be making that mistake ever again, which is kind of nice. It's nice to see. It's nice to see that a community is that powerful. I'm quite happy being part of it, is what I'm saying. Now, in the world, currently speaking, there's a lot of negative stuff happening. There's the Kazakhstan thing that's going on, where the internet was taken down for some time, which is of course where you can also find some of the Bitcoin farms, which of course has pushed the Bitcoin down. There's the whole Federal Reserve situation in the US, and of course they're trying to combat all of this bad inflation that they're having, which is, I think, the worst it's been in 40 years or something like that. So there's a lot of bad stuff happening around the world. This in turn has affected the stock markets. If the stock markets go down, generally speaking, cryptocurrency will follow suit. So if I go here, which is one of the stocks I have, as you can see, this is when Mr. Musk decided to sell his wonderful stocks. I think he started from here. Where was it? November, October. I bought somewhere around here. I was doing all right. Then he came out with the announcement somewhere around here that he was going to start selling some of his stocks. He started dumping some of his stocks, and it just did this. Around here, he said he finished with his stocks, and then things started to go up. Then the latest development in the world happened, and this is where we're at. I don't think this is ever going to go down. I think going forward, it is just going to keep going up and up and up in price. It's going to get more expensive. I think, to me, this looks like a discount price. So I'm intending to buy. If we look at what else? Let's find, because I've got Apple as well. So if we do a bit of, let's do the whole year. So as you can see, Apple's doing all right. It keeps going up. However, we've hit a bit of a flat line. Basically, the bottom line is, at the moment, for 3 months, generally speaking, stocks have been trading sideways or are in a bear market. If they're in a bear market, stocks like this, to me, this is a good price to buy them. It's a good time to buy them. This is what I'm doing. When they go down, I'm buying. When they go up, I'm waiting for it to go back down so I can buy some more. My aim is to get them whilst they're going down. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. So I've currently got Tesla, I've got Apple, I've got Microsoft, Nvidia. These are good stocks. I've even started going into other brands that kind of behave the same way as these stocks from other different sectors. Because, of course, what I said here or before, these are just tech stocks. I do want to diversify my portfolio. Now, of course, if these go down, so let's do the month. As you can see, we are in red. Yeah. If these stocks go down, of course, that's going to have some negativity when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's going to push that down. And so this is the situation we find ourselves in. I think that cryptocurrency is here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. And cryptocurrency like Ethereum, Bitcoin is definitely not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. I think there's cryptocurrency with potential like Polygon, which is what I've invested in. There's potential in Shiba Inu, and this is where I'm going to start talking about Shiba Inu. In the long run, Shiba Inu is, at the end of the day, based on the Ethereum blockchain. We know that there is a new version or newer version of the blockchain due to come out at some point this year, towards the end of the year, most likely. Also, we know that Shiba Inu is kind of developing their own blockchain, which again will push down those gas fees. Those gas fees are astronomical. I've seen them. They're really high. So that's going to be helping Shiba Inu. But one path Shiba Inu is going down, which is why I think it's going to be doing so good, is it's going into the metaverse. So it's currently working with a studio, a AAA studio, on developing games. I think they have 2 games planned out for their metaverse, for their virtual reality type of thing. And why do I think this is a positive catalyst for the future? Let's break this down. This is quite important. So Mark Zuckerberg, we know, has rebranded his Facebook company to Meta. He's looking at going or taking this company into the metaverse. Okay, this is quite important because a company like Facebook, a giant like Facebook, does not just dream up these ideas overnight. These are researched ideas. Normally, when an announcement like this comes out, the decision has been made quite a long time ago. To develop a game, it roughly takes, I'd say, 2 to 4, 5 years. All right. They normally tend to announce that they're working on the latest game somewhere around halfway through the project's lifespan, towards the end of the project when it's nearly ready. Now, I think within a year, maybe 2 years, cryptocurrencies that are associated with metaverse will see a big rise in popularity and power. So Shiba Inu, of course, is going to take advantage of this. It's already done that, to be honest. And at the end of this year, if things go according to plan, there's always stuff that can happen that may complicate the situation. But if things go according to plan, we'll have its own games in the metaverse. Once Facebook takes this leap, this step, that's going to be a big catalyst for it. Now, there are many catalysts for Shiba Inu. I personally think Robinhood isn't one of them. A lot of people, this is really funny because a lot of people keep talking about Robinhood, listing on Robinhood. I don't think that will cause a big pump. Maybe a little bit. Maybe the news might cause a bit of a pump, but I wouldn't expect it to be too big. Let's look at it realistically. When Dogecoin hit the market on Robinhood, that was one of the first platforms it was on, and that caused it to rise in popularity and, of course, kind of become more expensive. As for Shiba Inu, it's pretty much readily available worldwide. So when it hits the market on Robinhood, it's going to do very little, if anything at all. Okay, the positive catalysts that I'm looking forward to are, of course, the launch of their metaverse games. That's going to push the coin up. The reduction in gas fees, I think that's going to push the coin up as well. And of course, so let's do this in chronological order, to be fairly honest. It's going to be the reduction of gas fees, so the Shiba Inu blockchain, and of course the metaverse games. That's the next one I'm looking forward to. And then finally, when Facebook, the tech giant, basically Facebook, goes into the metaverse properly with their own ecosystem and whatever they're planning to do. When that happens, basically Shiba Inu is going to do what Decentraland or Mana did, where it kind of skyrocketed in price a bit and then found a new stable bottom, let's call it that. So since it's gone up in price as a result of Mark Zuckerberg's announcement, it's kind of stayed at that level. So I think that's what Shiba Inu is going to do. I think with the years and the passing of time, it'll just get more and more expensive, especially with the burns happening. Yes, the burns aren't big, but little by little, it'll start burning coins out of the circulation, reducing the total circulating supply, which of course will increase its value. So bottom line is, I'm not selling my cryptocurrency. I am not worried in the slightest about this dip, this let's call it bear market, this crash, whatever you want to call it. I'm not worried about it. I think this is just a phase we're going through, and we're going to go back up at some point, 2-3 weeks from now, maybe a month, 2-3. Do you know what? I personally hope this lasts at least 3 months, because this just gives me time to get some more. I'm looking at pretty much getting everything that I can, as much as I can, whilst there's blood in the streets, and then riding the train or the rocket to the moon. And that's where I stand. This is how I see the situation. Again, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. That is pretty much it from me for this video. I don't really tend to do many of these videos, to be fairly honest. I am not a channel that is focused around the financial markets or any of that. This is just me kind of video logging what I'm doing, my thoughts, how I see the situation, where I think it's going, and sharing it with my community or those interested in my opinion. That's pretty much it. That's all it is. If you like stuff like this, if you want to see more stuff like this, then let me know. You can put a comment down below. Again, be careful for the WhatsApp groups. Be careful for the scammers and spammers. I do try my best to keep them out, but sometimes it's not always easy. I am one person. And on that note, I will never ever ask you for money, nor anybody associated with me will do the same type of thing. So I don't want your money. I do this for free. I do it because I like what I'm doing. I do it because I like sharing stuff with you guys. On the topic of scam, I am looking at kind of making a guide style video around specific scams, how to avoid them, what to look out for, because technology, whilst I love it, does open up the floodgates and there are a lot of scammers and people are getting scammed out of their money. So if you guys want to see stuff like this in the future, let me know down below. If you like content like this where I cover Shiba Inu stocks, what my thoughts are, where I see them going, again, let me know. If that's the case, I will happily make this type of content more often. It's actually easier to make than the art games, at least from my perspective. And if you guys enjoy it, why not? It can be a thing that we can do here on the channel. So yeah, let me know by hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. What are you buying? What are you into? What are you looking at? And of course, until next time, stay safe, folks.